Hi. So if we're going to talk about breathing, it's lovely to have kids notice their own breathing. As always, with young kids, the way to connect to a place where they're ready to learn is by helping them notice stuff. It's very empowering to them to feel like they can notice their phenomena in their own bodies. So you might have the kids do an activity where they become aware of their own breath. And Chicken was helping Wolfie become aware of his own breath because he was really anxious. So Chicken made this painting and used it to explain to Wolfie how his breath comes in through his nose and mouth, how it fills up his lungs, and he can put his hand on his chest or belly and feel the breath coming in, and then have the breath go out again. And kids can notice that depending on how they breathe, they feel more anxious. If they breathe fast, it might kind of raise their anxiety, or if they breathe slowly, it can help calm them down. So not only are you helping kids connect with and notice their breath and become sensitized to it, so then during their day, when they're running, they might notice that they're breathing more quickly. When they're getting ready to go to sleep at night, they might notice that they breathe more slowly. It'll attune them to noticing it. And you're giving them a tool to be able to work with their own emotions. Because we're not interested in having kids not feel their emotions or trying to squash them. But we are interested in having kids be able to maintain connection with themselves even when they're having big feelings, and often being able to slow one's breath by being aware of one's breath and make that choice to slow it can help them calm down and then be in a better space to make choices that might help with the thing that caused the big feelings to begin with. So a drawing like this can help kids notice where their breath is and how it's operating in their body. Then, such an amazing thing is the cycle of the breath of plants and animals. So we have this painting that Chicken was pretty pleased with, of course, because Chicken is in it, showing how animals, like chickens and kids, exhale carbon dioxide, and then plants need that, and plants produce oxygen, which chickens and kids in turn need. So this is one of the many cycles of nature, which is such a special property of nature, all the cycles involving breath. And really then life itself is like a breathing organism. The inhale of the plants, the exhale into the animals. There are several activities that can be really fun to do in the classroom, and kids can do them at home too to connect them with plants. For example, they can germinate seeds. You can take a Ziploc bag, put a little paper towel in it, put a row of staples across, and put some beans across the top above the staples. Then pour a little water into the bottom of the bag, and the paper towel will absorb the water and send it up and keep the seeds damp, but not too wet. If they get too wet, they can get moldy. So then you can hang it on the window, and the root will pop out first, and it'll grow down into the water and drink, and then a stem will pop out, and leaves will come up, and you can watch it happening right there. And then to think that those plants are producing oxygen for us to breathe, and they need us too. And that is a great opportunity to say thank you to the plants. Something that we can learn from our indigenous brothers and sisters is about saying thank you to the plants. Part of Native spirituality is understanding that all living things are put here to give a gift. And part of our purpose here on earth is to figure out what our gift is and to give thanks. And there's a little song that is a fun one to sing with the children that touches on this. Maybe you know it. The earth earth is good to me, and so I thank the earth for giving me the things I need, the sun and the rain and the apple seed. The earth is good to me. And everywhere I go, I sow and sow and sow, and someday there'll be apples there for everyone in the world to share. The earth is good to me. So, you can talk with the children about how plants produce so many gifts for us, and how can we use them respectfully, how can we help the plants, and how can we remember always to give thanks for their gifts. Bye. Have fun.